like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications so you never miss a single video. Let's have a chat.
That song is powerful. You can make a point about masterful writing, irregardless of the content of the song. Thank you so much, Craig, for the £20 donation.
Hey, what's good, my people? Yo, what is happening, everybody? Welcome to the Friday Caucus. My name is Pramandla, aka Maraza, and today is the first episode of a little segment that's going to be happening every single Friday here on Maraza TV, on YouTube, and on Facebook. I'm going to be talking to you guys and rambling and ranting about any and everything that either piques my interest or opinions that I really feel like are very important to share, but in a space that is more controlled, because you guys are off your rockers on Twitter. By you guys, I don't mean you, my beautiful subscribers. Shout out to the Maraza TV family. No, Marsha and everybody, it's a Friday. And since it's still January and so many people have New Year's resolutions, which hopefully this time you will actually resolve, I thought I'd make the first Friday Caucus about something that is very close to my heart, but also something that is very close to the pulse of your career. Or whatever that career might be, but particularly in a career that is in the entertainment field. So whether it's acting, voice acting, so that's also acting, singing, rapping. Fun fact, singing and rapping are two different things. Who could have... or beat making and whatever else is in the creative arts. So whatever requires you to have a brand that is publicly available, a brand whose success relies a lot on your public image and your public perception. The issue that I want to talk about today is an absolute pandemic. I don't know whether it's just on my timeline, on Facebook, on Twitter, and Instagram, or is it on everyone's timeline, but the pathetic emotional blackmail that happens. And let me tell you, I am by no means anywhere near top 5 in terms of most successful in the country. I do not think that I'm on the level of a Casper, a Questa, a Nasty C. Is that Focalistic was in the best hip-hop MC, was in the best MC list last year, ne? And Musiswa. So I guess, yeah, I'm yeah. There they are, top 5. 10, because I didn't release anything relevant enough last year to make me even considered in that list. I'm absolutely not bitter about it at all. That's exactly how it should have been. I was absolutely irrelevant. But relevance, or the quest for relevance, is what causes the issue I'm about to discuss. And more accurately, I think, the quest for clout. See, there's this trend of young artists who want to be heard by the artists that they look up to. But in that group, there's a large group of those artists who demand to be heard by the artists they look up to. So they approach those artists with the mind state that, Vele, you're going to ignore me. Vele, you're not going to listen to my shit anyway. So let me treat you like you've already given me the finger right now. I'm talking about tweets like this. Or like this. Or like this one. Why? I listen to almost every single thing I get sent. If you've sent me a link on Twitter, chances are I've listened to it. If you've sent me a link on Instagram, chances are I've listened to it. The only songs that I don't listen to are the ones that send me their links 6 times in 6 minutes, and the ones that say, show that you support youngins in the game, bump this, or they pretend they can't see my talent. I may say I'm not in the top 5 or top 10 most successful, but almost every single rapper you see is nowhere near as successful as you think they are. So whenever some of you guys approach me with that attitude, it's so off-putting. It is so off-putting. And let me tell you why. Music has a very special place in my heart. Music has a very special place in many people's hearts. And if you want space for your music in my heart, do not get in the heart and shit all over first and then say, hold the door, my music is coming. Because from a mile away, as soon as that whack-ass shit starts popping up, as soon as I start hearing the sound, I'm telling it to go the fuck back where it came from. You're trying to get into a career that is very strongly linked to your persona or your personality. I know a lot of you fake it. Out of all my peers, the ones I have connections with, the ones that I speak to, they're as authentic as they come. So I understand that some of you might fake it. You fake it until you make it. But it's 2021. If you are what you eat, then you certainly are what you tweet. And this whole notion that it's just Twitter is so incredibly annoying. You think it's actually better for you to be an asshole on a platform that is going to store that rectal behavior of yours for millenniums to come than to be an asshole in person to a group of 2 or 3 people whom you could easily say were lying and there's no evidence? How does that make sense to you? How does that make sense, Uti? You separate what you represent and what you tweet so much that you tweet appalling things that just make it not only easy to despise you, but absolutely mandatory. And then you say, no, it's just Twitter. Oh, it's just Twitter. All right. So you want me to listen to that song on the link that you put on Twitter? Yeah. No, eat shit. I'm not going to do it. Why? It's just Twitter. I like real music. You posted your music on Twitter. It's just Twitter, right? And again, I need to emphasize, I have a long way to go. I get surprised sometimes when young people come up to me and say, yo, sign me, or I need you. I'm like, damn. So many young people look up to me and think I am the key to their success, which could not be further from the truth. And it actually got me thinking, if I go through that, I can't imagine what all Casper, no Questa, no Nasty C go through. I absolutely can't imagine that. And I'm not sure if I want it, because it's hard enough on my tiny, insignificant level where people think just because they see me on social media very often, they think that I have access to the machine and I have these miraculous powers of transferring whatever notoriety I have onto someone else's career. And I'm quite happy to help those people understand that, 1, I'm not as high up as they think. 2, it takes a lot longer to get there than you think. But 3, it really is possible with a particular set of actions combined with truckloads of patience, humility, and appreciativeness. And there is no room in any of that for the entitlement that runs rampant on Twitter and Facebook these days. Ngumuntu wabantu. I'm a people's person. I love humans. I love humanity. There is no easier way to get me to hate you than for you to come up to me like I owe you attention. See, asking for attention is one thing. Demanding it incessantly and then throwing threats as soon as you don't get it within the first 5 minutes, which happens so often. Admit them. I can't tell you how many CDs I printed or how many thousands I spent as a teenager trying to print out profiles and copies of my single and traveling as far as I could using public transport to submit those things. And so much of it was a waste because so often I never got played. But I always grew better and better from each of those experiences. And not once did I ever sit there like, yeah, Nina, Nina, don't wanna let us in the game, Nina. We are here working. I can't even imagine going to tell Unati from Metro or other compilers who cause the FM YFM Pumalanga that, yo, my music is here. Go there and look for it so you can playlist me. Are you... Excuse... Felicia! Oibo! If that sounds ridiculous to you, let me tell you that I get it every single week, more than once. Young people with the audacity to send me on a mission to go fetch their content so that I could listen to it and then go fetch them from wherever they are and make them the superstar that they deserve to be. And I need to do it now. I mustn't waste their time. That shit is annoying. And that shit is so discouraging sometimes because on the odd occasion that I don't notice your other tweets and I listen to the song and I like the song, and then I see you actually tweeted me 8 different times while I was asleep, 8:16, and you started swearing at me when I wasn't tweeting because I was looking after my daughter the whole day. I don't care how nice your song is. At that point, you're one of the wackest artists I know. Because I don't do this because I feel like the game owes me its platform, the game owes me its ear, and the game owes me its money. I do this because I owe everything I am to the culture of hip-hop, the culture of music. If you're really good at what you do, why must you first blackmail people into giving you a chance? If your music is really potent, if your music is quality worth having, why don't you let it speak for itself? And I don't mean don't advertise your music. I advertise my music a lot. But I don't advertise my music by saying, Vele, I know your favorites are not going to retweet these because they are afraid that as soon as they give me a chance, I'm going to take their spots. That might be a bit true. So in 2021, young up-and-coming rappers, if you want to see a career in the industry, before we discuss how dope or whack you are, let's discuss how much of a brat you are. Decrease that rating, increase your skill level, increase your hustle, upgrade to an actual hustle, and we'll be able to have a much better conversation about the rest of your many years in this industry, contributing to a successful business and a successful culture for all involved. Go out there and get it. Don't go out there and ask for people to give it to you because it is not owed. Let's leave that entitlement in 2020. And if you're not doing that, and by the end of this year, you're still exactly where you are right now, it's not because more successful artists than you are afraid of letting you in the game. It's because the position you're at is about as far as your maturity will ever take you. Get up, we're done.
Mhlaba kunene kowe wathatha amaqhawe sasala sikhala mhlaba unonina mhlaba kunene kowe wathatha amaqhawe sasala sikhala mhlaba unonina yenina